In this video, I'm going to take you through my full process of editing short form content in DaVinci Resolve. This is a masterclass. Almost think of it like a free course in a way. So grab some popcorn and you're gonna wanna sit back because this is going to be the most in-depth video that I have ever made. It is going to be a very long one. And by the end of this video, you will have all the skills and professional knowledge to edit just like me for platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. But before we dive in, I wanna quickly mention that if you're serious about editing and want to speed up your workflow, then head over to ryanherrick.store. It is the first link in the description, where you can grab things like the Creator Bundle and Pre-Animate V2 that literally save me hours of time editing. And also, if you're looking to find high-paying video editing clients, then there's another link down there for one-to-one coaching with me personally. But without further ado, we are going to get into this in-depth video right now. All right, guys, so in here we have a few different tabs that we're gonna go over. Some of them you don't really need to use, and then some of them we're going to be in there nonstop. So first thing right here, we have what's called a picture tab. Then we have the cut page, the edit page, the fusion page, the color page. This page right here is where you do all of your color grading. The fusion page is where you do all your crazy fusion work. The music page is where you do music effects. And then obviously your deliver page, which is, the export page, is just how you export your videos. So in this edit page right here, this is where we're gonna be majority working at, since we're gonna be learning short form content. So I have a clip into my master bin right here. And it's as simple as just dragging and dropping down on this right here. So I can provide this footage for you guys with the link in the description if you guys want to follow along with me. But basically it's just a video of me talking, right? So we have our video in our timeline. And now I'm gonna tell you, before we get started into the actual edit of the thing, and you guys can shadow me, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about how everything works. So right here, you have what's called an inspector tab. So when I say go to the inspector tab, this is where you are going to go. So don't mess with this media data, don't mess with this mixer, don't let this quick export, don't mess with none of that, right? So now up here, you have your media pool. Now, if you have this grayed out like this, it's not really selected like white, like this one right here, you could just go to your media pool and click your media pool. And then now you have all of your videos that you are using in this current video. So now a whole different thing is called power bins. So you might not have this selected if you are just now getting into DaVinci Resolve, but if you want these power bins, you are going to want to watch my video on it. I will link it right here, but power bins are super powerful. They're just amazing. Everything that you see right here, all these folders get imported into every single project file that I make, so I don't have to keep going to files and drag and dropping them in, right? It just makes my life 10 times easier. So to access these power bins, you just go to those 3 lines and you press show power bins. Now, obviously mine's checkmarked, but yours will be checkmarked too, and then you'll have it there. Now to create one, you'll just double click and create new bin. Now in this drop down menu, you will see me going to this area right here very frequently. For everything that I grab, it's going to be over either in here or down here. That is the only place I'm going to be going to. I'm not going to be going to my Finder and grabbing and go to my SSD and grab all this stuff. No, everything I need is in here and my SSD is plugged in. So that's another big one that you guys need to learn. Now, this is the effects page. If you don't have it on, once again, toggle it on just like that. It'll be white and you'll have all of these cool free effects that DaVinci Resolve has. So we have all these cool titles. So like right here, it'll give you like samples, a background reveal. Some of them are cringy, but some of them are pretty cool. I don't know what, like this one's pretty cool. I don't know if this is free, but I have the pro version. So, this is pretty cool though. You get this one, all this stuff. And then what we're going to be mainly using is the effects page. So you're going to be grabbing what's called an adjustment clip and a fusion composition. Now we will get more into this in depth, but these are the 2 things that you'll probably be using most, and then also text plus. Now, for instance, if you don't like going back and forth, what you can do is go ahead and hit this star right here. So for text plus, I'm just going to star it, right? So now it's in my favorites. So if I drop down, it's just in my favorites. Now I have a text plus right here, right? So now I'm going to go to the effects, and another thing we're going to be frequently using is my plugin called Pre-Animate V1 and V2. Mainly going to be using V2. V2 has over 30 plus animations. Guys, this plugin is amazing. You guys are going to see exactly how this works. But without further ado, we're going to now hop into the actual editing aspect of this video. So first thing I'm going to do is just simply cut up my video. So if you guys are looking to know how I'm going to cut this up so fast, is my shortcuts. So what I have binded to a cut is / on my keyboard, which is just under delete. So if we go to DaVinci Resolve and then go to keyboard customization, you're able to customize a bunch of different things. So this / right here is my split clip right there. So if you guys want to do the same thing as me, you can. Now Shift plus delete is of course, a ripple delete right here. You guys can see that right there. Now, if we do this and this, it's just a ripple delete. So those are really the only things that I have binded. Now, there's simple stuff like D, which is just deactivate all grades. So if I want to deactivate this one right here, it's just D, right? D. And then reactivate it by hitting D. So yeah, it's pretty simple as that. And then Command R is to bring up the retime conversion controls, and then you just hit it again to get rid of it. And then, you know, just a lot of conversions and stuff like that that you will be noticing. But since I have this clip selected, all I'm gonna do is hit Shift Delete, and it'll now go back to the beginning of my clip. So this is where my clip is going to start. Now, another thing we're gonna be using if we go to keyboard customization is these right here. This makes sure your clip can go frame by frame. So if I come here and I go 1, 2, we're able to get rid of that breath. If you guys want to know exactly how, so I'm going to cut it there. I save hours of video editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19. Sometimes just going frame by frame to get that perfect time is really where it comes into play. So you don't want to have doo-doo edits and doo-doo cuts. So if I come over here and I cut it like right here, right? Like if I cut it, so let's just say I have this one, I have this leftover space. In general, or let's do a better example, like where it's like this. General, see there's just pause. Like no, you start it like even when I'm talking. Now I'm going to show you guys. You have to buckle up and grab some popcorn. Buckle up. Grab some popcorn. This video might not be long. Because with my plugin Pre-Animate V2, you can save time by dragging and dropping on animations within a split of a second. And guys, I'm so confident in this product that if you don't like it, I will give you your money back plus the product. Give you your money back within a split of a second. All right, so just for this video's sake, I'm just gonna do 25 seconds of this video. So now what we're gonna do is we should have done this before we cut this video up, but don't make the mistake like I did because you're not gonna wanna do what I just did. So you're gonna wanna hit Shift 9 and just press Use Vertical Resolution. Now, the thing is we're working with long form footage, so it might not be in frame the whole time, right? So like you see, I'm over here to the left, right? This is the best part about DaVinci Resolve. If you come over here to Smart Reframe and just hit Auto Reframe, you guys are gonna see how amazing this actually is. Like, if you guys want to know exactly, it auto reframes for me. Like, it's legitimately insane. So because I'm dumb, I'm gonna have to do this and hit this for each and every single clip because I'm dumb. But if you do it before you cut it up, it will just do it as one clip as a whole, and then you can go ahead and cut it up after that. But I mean, either way, this really doesn't take long. I'm just talking to you guys while I just did that, and boom, now I'm done. So now if we play this through, it just follows my face the whole entire time, which is pretty clutch. So if you guys want to know exactly how, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a color grade. So we're gonna come over to the color page, and don't be frightened by color page, okay? So I'm gonna select this power grade, and I'm gonna bring in this power grade. Now, I have a color space transform that I need to delete, so I'm just gonna delete that right there. But this is what we're playing with. If you guys want to go ahead and pause this and screenshot this right now, then do so, because this is a pretty easy node to set up. Now, also I have tons of videos on how to color grade too on my channel as well, but we're just gonna go over this basically just pretty simple. So we have noise reduction. We don't really need that. There's no noise. So if we hit Command F, you're able to see the footage. So if you know, there's no noise going on in my video. So if we go to the exposure is honestly fine. The balance is fine as well. Everything is fine. We're just gonna add a simple LUT and then maybe do some changes afterwards. So I have this Syn grade LUT right here. This one looks fire right here. So the only thing we're gonna do is come over to this key tab right here, and we're gonna go to key output and go to gain and just turn it down just a tad. So now if we do Command F and then Command D over and over again, you can see the before and after. So I'm just gonna come over here since it's a little yellow and go to this color page and do the wheels tab. It's called color wheels. And I'm just gonna turn it a little bit cold by doing it like -250. Now we can see that before and after. It looks a lot better. You know, it's really the subtle changes that matter. So for now, we're just gonna probably just do that. We could add vignetting and glow and other stuff like that, but we're not making a movie. We're doing short form content, guys. So the grade really doesn't matter. And if I wanted to, I could do a complete different grade by like doing a complete different style. I could do like a faded steel style, like this style. Like the sky's the limit with these LUTs. And if you guys want me to drop like a free LUT pack, then just let me know down in the comments or like DM me on IG, and I'll be happy to help you guys. So I'm just gonna try to find something here. Let's see. So I'm actually kind of liking this one a lot too. I'm just gonna turn that key output down a ton. Let's see if the balance is still working. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that balance down just a little bit more to make it look a lot better. All right, so this is my final grade, and now you'll notice that it's not applied on any other clip, so it's another rookie mistake. I should have just done it on the whole clip. So you're just gonna, this one's a lot easier. You're gonna come to clips and Command C this, and then just hold and highlight all of these and hit Command V, and then go back in. So now you have something like this. So this is looking very good so far. I'm not gonna lie, I like the way this looks. So now, the first thing I have to tell you guys is that plugins is a big deal for DaVinci Resolve. So I'm gonna plug a few plugins that you guys should go cop, and some of them are free, some of them are paid, but mine, for example, is Pre-Animate V2, Pre-Animate V1. I would highly suggest getting Pre-Animate V1 if I were you, or just the creator bundle in general, because you get all of these overlays right here, and you get all of these sound effects right here. You will never need another sound effect after getting my pack. Like, I can promise you that right now. And then the best part, and we will go over this, is some shakes. So these are like end shakes. So if I grab this, you know, that's a bad example. Let's grab this one right here. So boom, just like that. I mean, they're just simple. And the reason why I'm saying this right now is because I don't want to keep plugging this in the video. I want to just let you guys know that I'm going to be using all of these plugins, like the Creator Bundle and Pre-Animate V2, throughout the video. And then another one that I'm not affiliated with, it's actually completely free. It is called Magic Zoom. So right here, Magic Zoom by Mr. Alex Tech. Guys, this is like a great combo. Pre-Animate V2 and Magic Zoom, the best combo in the world. I'm going to show you guys how this all works right now. So what I have up here is in an effects page on my power bins is I have a preloaded effect. So this is just Magic Zoom. And if we come to the effects right here, it's on hold and zoom out. So if we play this, if you guys want, you can just tell what it does. You guys want to know exactly how, if you guys want to know it, so I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a regular Magic Zoom. So I'm going to apply this right here. Exactly how I save. So I'm going to cut that here. I'm going to come over here and just change this to zoom and hold. And what I'm going to do is in the Essential Overlays pack, we have this Fire Vert transition. So I'm going to apply that right in the middle of my clips. And since this is for long form, I'm just going to kind of zoom it out, do -90, and then just zoom it back into a frame. And then I'm going to come up to the composite, and I'm going to do screen. So, I save out. Or we can grab another one. So this is my favorite one. Save out. This one's fire, bro. Look at that. Boom, that's fire. Save out. So this one, we're just going to do this effect. And like, to really sell these effects, you guys have to add sound effects. So this one's in my creator bundle, or just my sound effect pack in general. So we're just gonna apply that right here, and it's a fire sound effect. The key to sound effects is turning it down. So turn that volume down and turn the semitones down by 2, and then come over to this audio type and just change it to mono. So So I'm gonna come over here and just grab like a simple riser effect. And once again, this is also in the bundle as well. But yeah, I mean, this is just a. I save. Ow. I save. So I'm actually gonna turn it up just a little bit. Actually, how I save out. So for this hours right here, I'm just gonna simply pull this clip up, just one little thing, and we're gonna go ahead and grab a text plus, and I'm just gonna put it like right here, and we're gonna do hours in all caps, and I'm gonna do font spring. I'm just gonna zoom it up. And if you guys want to download fonts, it's so simple. Just download them and you'll be able to find it. But really, you can use any font that you want. So I'm gonna put hours like right here. I'm gonna go to the shading. So there's a bunch of different, all these tabs. So you have layout. So layout is where you're gonna move it. So you go up, down, up, down for Y. And then if you wanna move it like this, you can, right? So if I want to move it like this, I'm just going to move it right under my chin like so. So then you have your transform tab, and this is for line spacing. So if I just want to move my letters out like this, and we're actually going to use that for this time right here, for this time being. I'm just going to show you guys exactly how that works. So I'm going to disable this just for now. And
hours of video
so we're going to cut that there, and it's about a few seconds long, right? So
hours.
So right when I say of, we're going to cut it right there. And then we're going to come to the to shading right here, and you have all these different tabs. But really, we're going to be focusing on number 2, which is the red outline. So then we're going to enable this, turn the thickness all the way up. Now you notice it's red, so you just got to come down here and come all the way to the left and just turn it to black. Now we're going to go into the Fusion page while hovering over this text plus. So going into the Fusion page, we're going to have this template right here. Now I'm going to break this down super simple. You don't need to worry about any of this stuff right here. All you're going to worry about is having this inspector tab open and following along with my word. So under this template, we're going to do a shift space and search for a GLO, which is a glow. And we're going to come in here, and we're going to make sure we're selecting on this and make sure your inspector tab is open. And we're just going to turn this glow up like right there, and then turn this down just a little bit so the glow effect is kind of subtle. Then we're going to do a shift space and search for a drop shadow, so right there. Then in the inspector tab again, we're going to turn that shadow strength up and then the blur down. You're going to get something like that. Now I'm going to bring my rotation angle like right there, and then just bring it a lot closer like so. Boom. So now you have this fire looking text effect. And now if you want to change the color, you can. Whatever you want to do, it is honestly completely up to you at this point in time. But for me, I'm going to come to the template, which is AKA your text title, and I'm going to do a nice purple effect. Now, if you really want to sauce this up, if you really want to sauce this up, I'm actually going to do a brighter purple just because I think it'll look a lot better. So boom. Come over here and hit scan lines, search for those scan lines and just turn that up. It'll look a lot better. So now that you have this,
save hours of save app.
So we're going to reactivate this.
Save out.
Now all we're going to do is come into the effects, and we're going to grab my favorite plugin, Pre-Animate V2, just grab up. So now if you see hours, boom, and it'll just disappear because this is just the up animation. So if we want to extend it like this, we can extend it, and it'll still stay. It'll still stay. It'll wiggle around because it has zoom on it, or it has effects to it. So now say we wanted it to go up and down, we can just apply that bad boy on there. It'll come up, and then it'll auto animate down as well. So it just has to be long enough. So we'll just do that, and then it goes down just like that. So that's how that works. Now let's say you didn't want that long of an animation. Lucky for you, we have fast down up, fast up down, etc. So now it comes in super fast, and it's still smooth too. So let's do fast up down, same clip. We're just gonna shorten this bad boy pretty short. So now if we play this along, boom. Let's do it a little bit longer, and then it instantly goes down, and it is significantly shorter. So
hours.
So now if we want it like that, hours. And then we're just gonna leave that like this personally because I'm gonna do auto captions at the end. So hours
of
So actually, I'm going to delete this, and I'm just going to do the up animation because I think it looks a lot better. So just like
hours of up,
and then we're going to cut it right here. So I'm going to cut it there. And then I'm going to come into the Essential Overlays pack and grab my favorite thing in the pack and grab this noise thing. And then we're just going to
video editing time and DaVinci Resolve Studio 19.
So we're going to cut that there. I'm going to actually bring this back. I'm going to cut this noise just like so. To bring the best out of the noise, I'm actually just going to zoom out and do the same thing. So 90 and then zoom it back in so we just get better noise. So I'm going to delete this audio clip by unlinking my clips. And then we're obviously gonna add music to this as well. This is just what we're doing for now. So now for this effect, I have the noise, right? So now we're just gonna come over and grab a simple text title. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna do railway. This is another cool text effect. And I'm gonna do thin italic and just scale it up like this. So it's of, and I'm gonna do all caps, of video, all caps, so video editing
time and
time
of video editing time and
so for this one we're gonna put it at N, and then I actually have this DaVinci Resolve logo, luckily for me, and I'm just gonna simply put it like this, and I'm gonna bring this, because it's kind of rotated, so I'm just gonna make sure it's like straight, like so, and I'm gonna bring it, I'm gonna put this right in the middle, like this. I'm actually gonna bring the rotation size just down a little bit, right there, so.
Time and
we're actually gonna bring it like right there, a little bit ahead, because we know the animation is gonna come in.
editing time and DaVinci resolves.
So we're gonna cut that there and cut this text. So now what we're gonna do here is with this clip, we're gonna go into effects. Now for better results, I'm just gonna double click and create a compound clip. Now this is just gonna make sure that my position is gonna stay the same, and I'm gonna create it and now apply up animation. So
editing time and DaVinci Resolve.
So now we can just cut that there now that it's covering it. And then I'm gonna grab another text plus, but this time we're gonna do a different font. So I'm gonna keep it above the DaVinci Resolve, and I'm just gonna do Studio 19. But by the way, guys, this plugin works in any part of DaVinci Resolve. But for example, I'm just gonna do Extendo. I'm gonna do font spring once again, and I'm just gonna zoom this up like so. And I'm gonna put this like right here.
Resolve Studio 19.
I'm gonna cut it there, boom. And for this one, I'm just gonna kind of play with what we have. And I'm going to grab maybe just right V2.
Studio 19. And she resolves Studio 19.
So now we have something like this.
Of video editing time and DaVinci Resolve Studio 19. Or video editing time and.
So for this, now I'm gonna go to the effects and just spice this up a little bit because it's really looking boring right now. So I'm actually gonna come grab shakes. I'm gonna grab a flash shake as it comes in. So. And then I'm also gonna zoom it in like this.
I'm in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19.
Actually, I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit, but that's
time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19.
And then for this one, we can just literally, since it's like barely on the screen, we can kind of zoom this out just a little bit. So that looks pretty fire to me. Now to make this look better, I'm gonna end it like right there.
19.
Ooh, look at that. So
editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19.
Boom, that's fire right there. Okay, perfect. So to make this just look 10 times better, we're gonna have to add sound effects. So this is what we have so far.
If you guys,
so for this one, we're gonna come grab sound effects and we're gonna do a swoosh. That's just a long swoosh. We can kind of do that for this one over here, but we're gonna do this one right here. Perfect. So we're gonna grab this, and once again, guys, key is just to turn it down.
If you guys want to know exactly how I save hours of video editing time and
so as this shake comes in, we have it right here. We're gonna have to add this camera shoot sound effect. It basically is like goes with it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that camera shoot sound effect. Here we go, camera shoot, cool. And once again, guys, we're using the frame by frame. So I'm gonna cut it there, put it right here, and we're gonna turn this one down as well. So like right there, and then and we're actually gonna put this zoom like this and just turn it down like a whole bunch.
DaVinci Resolve Studio 19. Or just in hours of video edit.
And then for these video editing time to spice this up as well, we're gonna grab this camera click right here. actually, I lied. We're gonna actually grab the mouse click because it sounds a lot better. And I'm actually just gonna grab this first one. It's gonna be about 2 frames long. So this is what it sounds like if I solo it. Very, very quiet. I don't even know if you guys can hear that on the camera. So I'm just gonna put this before every single clip that is involved. And then we're gonna highlight all of them and mass turn it up. And then also just turn it down 1 semitone. So now we have something like this if I unmute this.
Hours of video editing time and
So you guys can barely hear it, so I'm gonna have to turn it up even more. But
video editing time.
But we're actually gonna turn it down a little bit more. We have to make sure it's perfect.
Of video editing time and
turn it down just a little bit.
Of video editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19, or just any DaVinci Resolve in general. Now I'm gonna.
Okay, that alone is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. So with music, that'll be icy for sure. So, okay, so for this one, I'm gonna grab some Magic Zoom and just place it right here.
DaVinci Resolve in general. Now I'm gonna show you guys, you have to buckle up, grab some popcorn. This video might not be long because with my plugin Pre-Animate V2, you can save time by dragging and dropping on animations within
So I'm actually gonna extend this clip out, maybe do a little bit more, but for this effect, for a split of a second, so I'm gonna cut that there for plugin Pre-Animate V2. I'm just gonna size this Pre-Animate down. I'm gonna put it like right here. And I actually have this this gradient map that I wanna use that I'm gonna put above it actually. So it's gonna look something like this. And you guys can find simple stuff like this in the link in the, You can find simple stuff like this on canva.com, but for example, like right here, I'm just gonna double click and create this a new compound clip. And I'm gonna come into the Fusion page and I'm gonna do a simple brightness, contrast, whatever you wanna call it. And I'm just gonna crank that gamma or the gain up. And then I'm gonna grab this box, I'm gonna put it in the middle like here, and I'm just gonna resize it like to look like that. And we're gonna turn that soft edge a whole bunch up. Then we're gonna turn the angle to like a sideways effect. Now, if you look at it, you're almost creating like a shine effect. It looks super cool. So we're gonna put that here, and I'm just gonna actually go like a few frames ahead because I know that it's gonna animate in. So on frame 24, I'm gonna hit this keyframe and I'm just gonna close it out with like finishing the effect. And then I'm gonna come to the spline and double click these and hit the zoom to fit button, hit Command A and then S just to smooth out my keyframes. So now if we play this through, frame by frame, you will see that it is like a shine effect, boom. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double click and create a compound clip again. So that way now we can just add this up animation, boom, and then it shines, that's fire.
Because with my plugin
And then also for this map, we also have to make sure that it is going to be good. So I'm actually gonna take this one in before by putting it a little bit ahead of my clip, creating that and then just dragging on up.
With my plugin Pre-Animate.
So now you can see it like slowly fades in like that. Now to top this all off like a cherry on top, we're going to add some Magic Zoom. Boom, just like that. That's freaking hard. It zooms in all at the same time. So now I'm gonna do this drop down menu and do Fusion Overlay. I'm gonna take this white cross. And I'm actually going to just zoom this out just a little bit, just because we won't wanna overpower it.
Plugin Pre-Animate V2,
and then we're gonna grab just another vert transition right here to close this off. Since it doesn't like animate out, I didn't want to animate it out personally, but once again, just come over here to the composite, go to screen, just like that. And then for this time, we can do a different sound effect if we want to, but I'm not going to because I don't really want to. Just drag and drop there, turn that down.
You can save time by dragging and dropping on animations with it. You can save time by dragging and dropping on animations within a split. Because with my plugin Pre-Animate V2, you can save time by...
So I'm just gonna grab a cool little letterbox, and I'm just gonna grab this one right here. And if you guys want me to drop that pack, I will. So just let me know again down in the comments. I'm gonna do 90 and put this up like this. And I'm gonna go into this video and I'm actually just gonna reset it because we don't need it. I'm just gonna zoom in like this. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and then just make my face center like so.
A split.
And I'm just gonna actually make this, I don't know if I'm gonna make it screen. I'm gonna make it soft light so that that's like kind of like that. Actually, I'm not gonna make it anything. I'm gonna make it just normal because I don't feel like it. So boom.
In a split of a second.
So now what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be a cool effect. So we're gonna go to titles, go here, do split of a second. So 3 texts that we're gonna wanna use. So I'm just gonna set the base layer by grabbing an extendo and just sizing it up and just doing, what does it say?
Split.
So split. And I'm just gonna leave this one white and we're gonna do, actually zoom it up a lot more. And then we're gonna copy it, so of a and then second. So now we have a bunch of these, so of and then a and then second. For second, I'm gonna do 911 Porsche and I'm just gonna size this one down like so, bring it like right there. And I'm gonna keep it like right here and I'm gonna put it down at the end because I like the way that looks. And I'm actually gonna just make this one like red, like that. And
split of a sec.
So I'm actually just going to double click and create a compound for this one and go to effects and go to up V2 second.
A second.
So that way by the time, actually I'm going to just do it just a little bit more so that way it's on there for just a little bit longer. So okay, that looks good to me. So we're just going to take this still letterbox and put it above everything. So that way it when it animates up, you only see it when it comes out of that thing. So cool. Split of a. So for of, we're just gonna bring this one down. Maybe do it like over here. And then for a, maybe put it like right here, so.
Split of a second.
Now here's an alternate version we can do. So this is kind of what I created.
Split of a second. Split of a second.
So for split, I just did a simple, I just did some shading to it, and then I did an outline, and then of, I changed the font to Zafalio, I don't know how to say that, whatever. And then for the A, I did font spring, and I just changed the color to an orange, and I did some glow. So if we deactivate these, we're able to go into here, and you're able to see I just added a glow to it. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to add some noise. So like noise behind the clip.
A split of a sec.
So now we can add some sound effects to it as well. So if we go to the sound effect pack, I'm going to grab this paper one. I'm going to do 2 frames like that. Drag it on like right there, and then just do it every time that I talk.
Split of a split of a.
So
split.
It's a pretty fire sound effect.
Split of a second. Guys, I'm so second.
So I'm just going to take all these and pretty much.
Second.
Cut that there.
Second. Guys, I'm split of a second. Guys, I'm so confident in this product.
And so that's pretty much a basic full effect reel style. So
if you guys want to,
so that's some pretty basic edits right there. Now this is pretty much how to add short form content. So I'm just going to do timeline and add some subtitles, and I'm going to do 8 as the subtitle character per line. Now if you guys want me to do a motion graphics YouTube video, then if I get 10 comments and 50 likes saying motion graphics in the comments, then I will literally drop a motion graphics Iman Gadzhi style video. But for this is kind of beginner level styled masterclass. You know, you will take this knowledge and run with it and know exactly how to edit short form content for yourself, for your clients, whatever it is. This is a full blown masterclass. So if you guys want me to do part 2 to this, then let me know and I will go more in depth to the Fusion page. But now we're going to get into the last part, which is just subtitles. So
if you guys want to know exactly how I save hours of
So I'm just gonna delete all of this. Boom.
Video editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19, or just any DaVinci Resolve in general. Video Pre-Animate plug-in Pre-Animate V2. You can save time by dragging and dropping on animations within a
gonna cut this here. Just make sure that it's good right there. So then we're gonna delete this split. Now, last but not least, we're going to add some fire captions. So if you guys wanna know what this is called snap captions. So I'm gonna add this snap captions to my power bin, come up to the work, script, comp, and then I'm gonna do snap captions. And now I'm gonna come down here and grab a pre-made effect that I have. And all I'm gonna do is remove the punctuation and do to uppercase. So now I'm gonna remove the punctuation and do uppercase and then just press generate. Now if we do this, we're able to see.
If you guys wanna know exactly how I save hours of video editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19, or just any DaVinci.
So now I'm gonna just double click and create a compound clip. And since this is like on my chin, I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come into this timeline and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make this animation. So I'm gonna come into the Fusion page and this is it. It's pretty simple. So we're gonna do a glow, a drop shadow, I already taught you that. And then this is the last part, which is the transform. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keyframe our zoom and our width and our height. So we're gonna keyframe it and we're gonna do 0.9 for the zoom. For the width, we're gonna do 0.9, and then for the height, we're gonna do 0.9 as well. Then we're gonna go 3 frames and bring everything back to normal except for the zoom. Now for the zoom, we're gonna do 1.047, and then you're gonna go 2 frames, and they're gonna put everything back to normal. Now, going up to the spline, check marking everything and hitting zoom to fit, and doing Command A, and then smoothing out your keyframes by hitting S. That is how you create that caption to where it just does that over and over again, just like that. Now I'm going to play the final results. If you guys want to know exactly how I save hours of video editing time in DaVinci Resolve Studio 19, or just any DaVinci Resolve in general, now I'm going to show you guys. You have to buckle up and grab some popcorn. This video might not be long because with my plugin Pre-Animate V2, you can save time by dragging and dropping on animations within a split of a second. That is going to be it, guys, for this masterclass. I hope you guys learned something. I know this is an extremely long video, but thank you guys for watching to the end. Now, for those who watched it to the end, I am running a deal on my store where it's 16% off if you give me your email, which is a steal in my opinion. So go check out the first link in the description and let me know if you guys want part 2, and I will catch you guys in the next video.